water in the cup.
So you were talking
Ice water.
No.
So,
Intro.
anyways,
Do you really need an intro?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, you know who it is.
All right, so it's Metallica 206 here with wavyp
It's cjbangerz.
and cjbangerz.
Yeah, today we're doing like a spur of the moment, not really spur of the moment.
No, we
were
doing our
talking
thing.
about
We're doing our
some interesting topics, and I was all like, we should podcast this. So right now we're on the topic of the illustration styles and like Paul made a reference to, or no, I'm sorry, Brian made a reference of
Metallica 206.
there you go. Metallica 206 made a reference of Arcane Legends, the Netflix cartoon show, or
The League of Legends.
yeah,
show
the League of Legends show.
on
And
Netflix.
yeah, and Paul was, or wavyp was saying that it has a cartoonish style to it, and because of my understanding and or what I defined cartoonish, I said it had more of a comic sense, and we were talking about how the Western illustrations and how they derive from comic books, and so things that get created later have a certain style to it because it all relates and trickles
Well,
down.
basically, just because something is cartoony, or just because you say something is cartoony or comic-esque, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you're really saying something completely different. Like, if you say something is like a comic book, you can still be considered cartoony in those same regards.
Yeah, because
But you also might specifically mean it's comic-y, and I know what you mean by comic-y in the sense of the way that it feels like it's shifting between panel to panel for images.
Yeah,
So,
because when wavyp said...
what I was trying to say or explain is, like, when I say something like cartoon versus animation normally, at least in my head, takes on a more mature look, typically ends up being 3D.
You're thinking anime.
No, I'm thinking animation.
No. But see,
I'm
animation...
3D.
What do you, so give us an example of what do you mean by
DreamWorks
animation?
movie, Shrek.
That's
Okay,
not, but that's not
cartoony.
mature.
That's an animation.
That's not mature.
No, what I'm saying is more so on the... quit trying to drive my words in a direction. Let me explain. What I'm saying is that when it comes to cartoons versus cartoony versus animated or animation, when I say something is animated, I'm thinking more so pictures brought to life. That's what you get when you think of Teen Titans Go. You know, whereas
I think of anything animated, anything drawn, and brought to life.
So I'm explaining my differences, right?
Okay.
So that's why I said when you think animated, it's more pictures brought to life in the sense of like a Teen Titans Go or even Teen Titans, which can be basically literal comic books that are then turned into a show with moving characters.
So how does that relate to being more mature?
Yeah.
I'm getting there because when I say animation, that refers to, in my opinion, a more mature creation. Whereas when you have things like a DreamWorks movie or even Arcane or even fucking anything, like you can even go to, what is it, that GameWorks, whatever the fuck we were watching with the 40K series. Like those, when they have more of a fleshed out feel because these characters are in a universe that's not just a drawing into moving characters per se. It's more so...
You say just a drawing into moving characters.
So when you look at
no,
but like, so before you guys want to sit there and play devil's advocate,
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
Clearly, there's a difference between Teen Titans Go and then Warhammer 40K, right? When you go and watch a Warhammer 40K movie or
but
animation,
they're both animated.
Yeah. No, okay, so that's why I explained the difference between animated and animation in my head, based off of how I feel. So like, if you want to continue to not listen to what I just now said, that's
we're
cool.
not listening at all. We're just going over.
So I gave you
explaining
the difference between what I felt like was an animated thing to an animation to also what I felt the difference was with a cartoon versus cartoony. 4 different things. So you guys are just lobbing what I just now said as far as how I'm categorizing them in my own head. And
you're using the same word and changing the ending, which is like
so reference something different.
And I get what you're saying, but
so if you get what I'm saying, then what are you not understanding?
No one's not understanding anything. We're just clarifying what you're saying when we ask questions. So like, there's no point to get offended.
I'm not getting offended. It's confusing me and it's frustrating because it's like, okay, you're just trying to...
It's confusing when you're using the same word. Like,
no, because when I say animated and animation, those are 2 different words, and I explained what I meant when I said them.
I know that you...
But something that's animated is an animation.
Exactly. So
yeah,
I
but
understand...
animation is not the same thing as just an animation, and I explained to you... Okay.
Pause. We understand that you have different definitions for these words, right? So that's why we're trying to clarify with certain statements or questions that we ask or say, because at least from how I understand, animation and animated are the same thing. One is past tense, one is
Can
the
I step
current
in here
tense.
for a quick second?
So therefore,
Can I
I don't
step in
have
here
a
for a quick
different
second?
understanding.
Can I step in here for a quick
And that's
second?
why, and so that's why we said what we said. You get
Can
me?
I step
Like,
in?
we're not
No, I
trying.
don't.
Can I step in real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. So, as far as all this is concerned, generally, I get kind of what Paul is saying, but typically in the zeitgeist, how it has been observed and how it's been expressed is that something that is in an anime style, and comes from the East,
It's animation.
is not animation, anime. That's why I didn't say animation. I said anime, an anime
And I
style.
didn't even get to
Okay.
that.
That's what I was saying. Stuff in anime style typically is represented as being older for older audiences because stuff in the West that is typically animated or hand drawn is for kids. Typically, it doesn't mean it is. This is what pisses off Hayao Miyazaki. That stuff. People think anime like from Japan. Like when I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let me watch things that were labeled anime because it's all the stuff she heard about is for adults and this like this. But then she let me watch retarded shit that's Western. That's a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? That was dumber and didn't have as much
Like
content.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, like SpongeBob.
So do you think SpongeBob is animated or animation?
I would say
From your
SpongeBob is
explanation.
animated, but when you get
Okay.
something like the SpongeBob video game, that's an animation, right? And I say that
Because
the
it's coming
shun
alive.
and
Then
there
that's what you
go.
mean by coming alive.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like
I
that's
don't.
like
I still don't get it.
Well, okay. So what he's saying is when you're playing the SpongeBob video game, you're controlling the narrative to a certain degree,
And not even because you're gaming,
and the,
but like
and the
if you're-
character is really doing something,
It's like-
as
as
opposed
in-
if it's
as
just
in-
going through a story.
No.
But in all of them, they're just
no,
going through a
yeah.
story.
No. So let me re-explain again. Like let's
Yeah.
go with the SpongeBob because there's also something I wanted to say in regards to what Brian was talking about. I mean, Metallica was talking about. But like, okay, when you get SpongeBob the TV show versus when you see SpongeBob the video game. Now let's say you're watching clips of them both. What is the difference?
I haven't really seen the SpongeBob
The art
game,
style, really?
to be honest.
But that art style is what though? Like, because it's like that art style is something. You know how I was saying Shrek is like not like Teen Titans Go because it's like Teen Titans Go is like characters that are drawn.
Well, 2D,
and then-
3D, yeah.
No. So okay, you know how you get a flip book, and then you can
It's
just write
2D,
your
3D.
Yeah, but like, so yeah, 2D versus 3D. There you go. So it's like the SpongeBob video game's 3D, whereas SpongeBob is 2D. So 2D things in my head, so the zeitgeist that I have for myself, which is what I was trying to explain, is animated things are 2D typically speaking, and animations typically are 3D. And 3D things in my head, typically speaking, have more of a mature feel because of how more fleshed out they are. Now, when it comes to the East versus West, when it comes to how we animate things or cartoons and things of that nature, all that is just theme. Right, and even when it comes to that's why I was trying to say like just to even wrap back to the original point that we were talking as far as Arcana, in my head because of how cartoons here in the West have been shifting. It's like when you look at something like the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie in Arcana, because they're both animations that are 3D models fleshed out. Typically speaking, they look like they're more approachable for kids, which gives the cartoony feel. I wasn't trying to say that they were cartoony in theme at all, because they have two totally separate.
But that's
themes.
where I disagree with you, though.
They have different.
Because even if you look at Savika, for example, the bitch with the fucking arm that always gets changed out,
Yeah.
she not really
She
acceptable
not-
for kids.
Yeah, and it's like you can.
Okay,
No,
so
but
like
like you can
And Bessa.
when you look at the characters and how they're
Deeper.
created and drawn, it doesn't look appealable for kids as opposed to like a lot of the kids shows. Like if you look at My Hero Academia characters and how they're drawn and portrayed.
Even my what's his name, All Might himself, is he's more adult themed.
But there's a whole.
though.
In
No,
My
there's-
Hero
but
Academia?
there's
Well,
a
I'm
whole
saying,
bunch of
like,
characters
in the
My Hero
transition of his
Academia
form- hold
that
on.
look like they don't appeal to kids either because it's like titties out, ass out. You know what I'm saying? So.
But in
I
Japan,
mean,
that's different.
Yeah.
That's one thing about
But-
Japan.
yeah,
But
no,
that's why you
that's-
can't. But that's why
no,
you
I'm saying-
can't use it as an
No, I'm
example.
saying one
I
thing.
can
In,
use
no,
it,
no, I'm
yeah.
saying one thing in Japan is titties and shit and ass out is acceptable for kids to a certain degree because they need to reinforce that niggas need to have kids because
Yeah.
they're not having a
Yeah,
high
it's
enough
different
population.
from the
When you
U.S.
look at-
yeah, it's way different.
When you look at this, there's nothing about this that
Is he?
says that there's anything in it that is not appealing to kids outside of you actually watching the show.
That
That's what I'm
doesn't look.
trying
It
to
doesn't look
say.
like a kid.
Yeah, it
kid
does.
Poster
It
for
looks like it looks like
animation.
some Avatar shit. What are you talking about? It looks like some like when Aang's on the front cover, look like a badass about to be. There's some shit in anime that looks more intimidating than this. What are you talking about? And there's certain animes that have less content that are
Are
not
they
as
for
serious
kids
and deep.
though? That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the
But
stuff that
that's-
looks more intimidating isn't for kids.
Theme has nothing to do with the style of creation. Because you
It
can
does
look
though.
at
Yes, it does.
you can look
It
at some
does.
shitty
Yes,
stick
it does.
figures and
No, because even the coloration and everything is part of the storytelling.
And that's what
I'm saying.
That's also a part of
but
why
that theme
it
doesn't
tells
come.
you
That,
kind
that
of what
theme
type
does
of
not come
audience
across.
is for.
That theme does not come across when you look at the poster for it.
When
for
you look
example.
when you look
Like,
at Afro
there's-
Samurai, and you look at its cover or whatever.
I see anime.
But do you because it's anime? Do you think it's appeal to kids? Like, do you think kids can look at this and be like, oh, I want to watch this because it's animated?
Well, not really because it's anime, because the softness of the colors of the palette of it, right? They typically use like what you'd call like the stuff you see in My Little Pony.
No, it doesn't appeal to kids. It's bloody. It tells you. It's basically letting you know. Look at the
No,
look at the
look
cover.
up the cover of
Look
My
at the
Little
cover.
Pony.
Look at the cover.
Look up the cover of My
Look at the
Little
cover
Pony.
right here. That's what I'm trying to say. This is literally the
That's
mangaka.
one cover, bro.
Okay,
and
so-
that's not even the actual cover for Afro Samurai.
That is the
This
actual cover for Afro Samurai. This is Resurrection. That's the second movie. What are you talking about?
So the first Afro Samurai cover is not the one with him all bloodied up.
This is Resurrection. This is from the second one.
But I'm saying, okay, let me see.
And the second one, you already know what it's about because you watched the first one, typically speaking, or you have some sort of familiarity with it. Therefore, you're aware of the theme.
Can we look up the cover to My Little Pony? Because we're talking about the difference between the shit that's like explicitly for kids.
Okay, it is that one. But this is the one I remember. He's to the side. I didn't
But
remember
still,
him
look, he's
being all
bloody,
bloody.
though.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So when you
yeah,
look at
yeah,
that, you're like, this nigga
right.
killing
No, you're
shit.
right.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
thinking
saying?
about the second one because the second one's not bloody at
Resurrection,
all.
but you see titties on there.
On Resurrection?
Let's go back real quick. Hold on. I went with My Little Pony, but we'll come right back to My Little
Look,
Pony.
keep on Little Pony. I'll look it up on
Look,
this one.
her cleavage is out. Her nipples are only covered by the words. That lets you know right there. If I'm a parent looking at that, my kid probably shouldn't watch this.
Yeah, should not be watching that.
Okay.
You're talking about as far as the clarity of not watching it, but there's a difference between the clarity for an adult not watching it and actually making it attracted to kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm saying as far as like the difference between like if you look at My Little Pony and
Yeah.
the difference between the casting of the Arcane cover, right? The Arcane cover, it looks serious. It looks now I will say it doesn't look like a family can't watch it, but you wouldn't necessarily let your kid watch it by themselves.
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't
That's
say-
what I would
it
say
doesn't-
about it. It
it
looks like
doesn't-
something that might be able, like, because the reason why is because otherwise, if it was supposed to be not totally for a specific audience, I feel like they
It's
probably
really
wouldn't have made
not.
it with
It's
characters
really
anyways.
not for kids, but kids play law though.
Yeah, and it's made in a style that's attractive to kids.
But I'm saying like with all the explosions and like the way
Well,
the
I
dark
guess-
shit.
Like,
I
look
guess
at this, right?
animation and
My Little Pony,
altogether
Friendship and Magic.
in
Look at
my,
this. Like, this is
the
for my
same.
little. This is what I want my daughter watching, right?
Right.
What you see from that, right?
My Little Pony,
Whereas,
all
like,
bright.
super
What I'm saying
colorful.
is bright colors.
It's super colorful.
Yeah.
Like a child isn't gonna look at this and be like, oh, maybe I should watch
That
this.
does have the implication of dark themes. in my
Yeah, like
opinion.
it has. There we go. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It has the implication of dark theme as opposed to My
Look,
Little
here's one of
Pony
the
has a
season
lighter
covers for
theme.
Avatar, right?
It has
This
an
low-key
but
has-
it's very light. It's
has-
very
it's-
light and colorful.
Okay,
so
so
it
let me
makes
see it, let me see
children
it.
want to see it.
It does have
It's
a
very
brighter.
light and
He
bright.
does
It does have a
look.
brighter
He
palette.
does look like he's about to do badass shit, but it does look like it has more fun
Whereas,
to it.
okay,
Yeah,
I do
that's
see
what
the
I'm saying.
darker type of theme to it, but nothing in here is letting you know. Okay, because
Nothing's
everybody's
letting you
serious.
know that this nigga's about to lose an arm, that nigga's about to die.
Like,
he's-
you don't know
it's
these
not
niggas
like-
is shooting shit.
Yeah, you don't
think
know
it
they're
might be
shooting
this. You could look at this and
They
think
are
it's a
low-key being-
detective series in a house.
They are low key being low key with how it's for kids but not for kids at the same time.
I mean, I guess to run up the views, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, to run up the views.
Maybe to, but see, I think
'Cause look,
I
right?
think that's more
Here's
of
for
a
the
teenager.
here's for the live. Here's for
I
the
think
live.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
the-
teenager.
There you
See,
go.
That's, but see,
Boom.
that's why I think
Teenager.
it's to
Perfect.
grasping more teenage aspect
yeah.
because when I hear kids, I don't think of teenagers.
I feel you on that.
I hear kids. I hear
Look,
like
hey.
10 below,
Yeah.
12 below.
Well, look.
I think when I hear teenager, I hear like
13
13,
and up.
4, up. You know?
Yeah.
Look, produced by the same company, and this is a live action instead.
Same company as that did that?
Netflix,
Oh, okay.
right? This is live action Avatar, but it looks a little bit more darker than that. But if you're aware of Avatar, you know it's nothing crazy that's going to be happening like that.
But
But look,
the
but
last
it looks darker.
Avatar, the last Airbender, the movie was made for teenagers and above.
So, but what I'm
It's
saying,
not made
no,
for
no.
kids.
Remember how you were talking about how there's lighter colors, which make it more approachable for children.
Yeah.
All I'm
That
doing,
looks more similar to
That.
Arcane.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, right? Whereas it's like it's all about the quote unquote theme, but then approachability is based.
But they
upon
did
how
also if you watch this shitty incarnation of
How
fucking
will not,
Avatar.
because you already said it's shitty.
Yeah, if you watch this shitty incarnation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, they did try to make it darker and shit, but it didn't make sense. And none of it plays well because stuff's supposed to be lighthearted, and Aang's supposed to do this, and Sokka's supposed to be that nigga who's got a joke every other 20 seconds. And it's funny.
Yeah.
And he also puts in the work on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So they tried to make it darker and it ended up being goofy.
Yeah, it just ended up being goofy.
So I'm looking at Kira like, what the fuck is she doing? Does that look like a waterbender to you? Does she look like she's bending water to you?
Nah, she looks like she's offering a hand of help.
Bro, you know what it looks like right here? It looks like they're trying to capture an image of her bending water to me.
She's not bending water at all. She's bending air in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like an airbender in that one.
You know what's crazy about it too? It looks like she has some droplets floating in front of her hands, and it's like.
But the only thing I ever meant to mention when I brought up Arcane was that it's crazy how much like shit happens in that show that you're like, yo, like,
yeah,
if you got feelings, it'll make you feel feelings.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it'll make you feel feelings, and you don't really expect it.
That shit'll make a grown man cry on accident.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah, type shit. It's crazy.
Shit, what else is something I've watched that was like that?
You know
what's like that, but on some real ultra grown man will make you cry type shit?
What?
You seen Shot Caller?
Nah.
You seen
It's
Shot
an
Caller?
animation?
Nah, I've watched the synopsis of it.
Yeah.
It's an animation?
No, it's not
It's a
animated.
live action
I
movie.
thought we were talking about
nigga.
It's a live
I'm
action
talking
movie.
about animations that make a nigga feel some
They
type
get
of
caught
way.
up on some stupid shit, end up doing.
I would say one of the few things that I've watched that made me feel some type of way is Boy with the Striped Pajamas.
Oh, of course, because that's some
That
Nazi
shit
Germany
fucked
shit.
me up.
Program-
That
'Cause the
shit-
kid
I was in middle school when I watched that shit.
Yeah, that'll
I
fuck
was-
you
that
up
was
as a
probably-
kid.
that was-
As
that
a
was
kid,
probably-
that'll
Set
fuck
you
you
up.
up.
Hey,
Like,
bro.
this is why we feel bad for the Jews.
Exactly.
Bro, that
Hey,
shit fucked
Diary
me
Anne Frank,
up.
We read.
No,
That didn't make
it's
me feel the type of
the
way.
Helen Keller shit?
What?
Is it Helen Keller or Diary Anne Frank? No, it's Anne Frank.
Anne Frank. It's
Anne Frank didn't make
Anne
me
Frank
feel
didn't.
some type of way.
You didn't watch the Anne Frank movie or any of the TV shows from that?
I watched the movie in
That
middle
made me
school.
feel. That shit
I
made me
watched the
feel
movie-
worse than Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
I watched the movie in middle school, but Anne Frank, to me, it was like I was a little like Rugrat low key, so it was a little bit funny. I thought them playing hide and seek was kind of funny, right? But when I saw the dude my age, a little bit younger than me, it was almost like I kind of put myself in that situation because that's some shit I would do: climb over a fence and go play with the homie because he can't play.
Yeah,
I had a Jewish teacher when I had to watch that shit. Look, so there was this one.
Were you in
scene.
middle school? Where were you in?
I was at Auburndale, 8th grade.
Yeah.
When we had to watch.
But you were
they
like
had us
I was
watch
so
that shit. But look,
I was
let me tell you
I was in
scenes.
6th grade,
Let me
and
tell
then
you
when I watched
scenes.
Diary of Anne
Let me
Frank,
tell you what they
so
had
I
us
didn't
watch.
appeal to it. I was a little slightly too young. But 8th grade,
You had to read the
I
book,
think
too.
that's when I watched.
They made us read. We had to read her actual diary.
When
too,
that was
which
my
is
last
crazy.
year going into high school.
I never had to read Anne
They
Frank's
made us read her
diary.
diary as well.
No, but we
let
did-
me talk,
we read-
let me talk, let me
okay.
talk. This is the scene that had me fucked up on it, which is why I'm saying Anne Frank shit low key worse than Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Boy in the Striped Pajamas was fucked up. Just like damn, little kids in jail, everybody in jail, everybody getting fucked up. You seen the Holocaust shit firsthand. It was crazy because Anne Frank went in and walls hiding and shit. I'm already thinking like, damn, claustrophobia is fucked up having to do that and stay still all day, can't make no noise. But one of the times they're hiding in the walls, the Gestapo finds his family across the way in the walls.
Start shooting through the walls.
Nah, they wasn't shooting through the wall. Snatched them niggas out that motherfucker. See her? While they're still in there hidden, right? And they basically just now survived. They just basically survived another Gestapo, like, because the Gestapo would at any point just go to a house where they feel like Jews are at and then search that motherfucker. And because they were understanding that these niggas were hiding in the walls, like they'd even go around, try to see how Hollywood shit was, to go ahead and look for people, right? So literally, it was like they was low-key getting lax. And because Anne Frank, I think she eventually gets caught, right? Am I not mistaken?
I think so at some point. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but
I think she
but, like,
runs out or some shit. She
no.
gets caught.
like the whole family gets dead up. But like, nah, what ends up happening is like they're low-key getting lax. They're like, oh, this shit, either it's, we're not really worried too much, we're not getting caught up right now, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like on one of the days when they're in there having to be basically fear for their lives, like they're reminded of how stressful of a situation they're in and how serious it is when they're literally listening to like one of the doctor families get dragged out of the house across the way who was basically getting supported up because they were Jews too. But then like they were in there hiding, but they weren't hiding as cleanly because they didn't have like the same type of setup. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so it's like the scene
Yeah, she
where
died at 15.
it's just damn. It's the scene.
That's even crazy that Anne Frank even was writing that shit as like a 14, 13-year-old.
Bro, but
Yeah,
what else was she
15.
gonna be doing, bro?
No, but no, well,
Worried about her life not writing shit.
Yeah, my thing. That was my thing. Like, I thought it was crazy the fact that we're reading this like little girl's
Firsthand,
diary,
yeah.
firsthand experience, and then like the fact that she had enough cognitive like experience to even
Be
say
able to
things
put it
a
down,
certain
yeah,
way.
exactly.
You know, like when I don't know,
Well, she
going
was
over
German.
that.
You know what? That
She
type
was
of shit
German.
will age
She
you,
was
nigga.
German, though.
She was German, but
Yeah.
also that
Germans
type of
are
shit
like-
will age you, nigga.
Germans
for
are
real.
they're even then they were still an engineering country. Like they're very intelligent, and just because they were Jews didn't make them any less smart. So she was probably like already, you know, people in the area, especially like just coming from their areas and shit. They were going like private schools. They're doing
You
pretty
think
good.
Anne Frank probably would have been an established writer if, like, let's just say, right, Anne Frank didn't do or wasn't part of the Holocaust or whatever and shit like that? Do you think her dream was to be like a writer or some shit? That's probably why she even wrote shit in the first place. Not write it.
I mean, I don't even know, bro.
I think she's a little girl who was bored out of her fucking mind and needed something to do.
And scared for her life.
Yeah.
So she chose to write.
All right, we're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna unpause for a second.
Yup. We back at it. Yeah, so Anne Frank was crazy because she didn't have shit to do. And she wrote that shit. I'm glad her crazy ass did it. Because the fact that she even sacrificed her life, you feel me, to write some shit down, crazy.
You know it's crazy. Well, I know you call it a sacrifice.
Well, I mean,
Like,
is it not a sacrifice?
nah.
She didn't really
it's
sacrifice
not. She
herself.
sacrificed
She
shit.
got dragged out and murked by the fucking
Yeah, she
Germans.
got
This is
caught,
different. She got
nigga.
caught. She didn't get caught. She'd have her journal and a bunch of
Your
fucking
ancestors
other shit.
made it to the other side of the railroad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
True.
That's why Harriet Tubman get big respects, because that bitch got out and then was like, all right, let's get other motherfuckers out. Like, so Anne Frank would get more respect if she would have survived to the point of being able to escape.
No, do
And
you know about
then-
that nigga that got like a bunch of fucking Jews
Jews
out?
out? Yeah.
Yeah, they had him on that TV show where like people were in the audience, the whole audience.
Oh, it was all those
it
they
was
had
all
grew up?
people that grew up and he had
He
saved.
was like, these are all the kids that you got out then. And
Hey.
then literally, bro started sobbing. I
Yeah,
was
dude.
like,
That would make
So-
me cry too, though. Nigga, lives
like,
that I
you
say.
niggas really wouldn't lived.
Yeah, like shit.
Like, I'm on
Question.
y'all daddy, motherfucker.
How
Your
did
Father's
they
Day
find
gifts.
Anne Frank's diary?
Search through her shit.
I mean, they found her.
No, she died
Oh.
when she was 15 in 1945. But
So-
I'm saying, how did they find, like...
If
like,
I'm not mistaken, I
so,
believe
like-
she switched locations. Like they would go like from location to location from times when shit got hot. You know what I'm saying? Because they had like different communities set up to go ahead and like basically house them because they were still, you know, not everybody agreed with what the fuck the Germans had going on. So they might have found one of her diaries at locations before she got caught up. Because if I'm not mistaken, when the Germans would catch niggas, they take all they shit
And
and
burn
they
it.
burn. Yeah, they burn their
Yeah,
shit.
so I'm saying, like, how, like how was what was the process of finding Anne Frank's diary and being like, this should be kept? You know?
Niggas was like, oh shit, little Jewish girl, for that, like, cause think about it, you get the
Her
bitches.
diary was all like young, like, you know, like probably young with stickers on it. I don't know what they probably have diaries look like.
I'd
back then.
assume like we're one
You
of,
guys know what her diary looked like?
you
No.
can look it up.
Let's look it up.
I'd assume like one of the
You know,
surviving.
did you know she named? Sorry to interrupt you, but did you know she named her diary Kitty?
No, I didn't.
Yep.
But no, I was gonna say, oh yeah, but she used to say Kitty often, so maybe she was talking to her diary, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was her
that's her
diary's
talking to her
name.
diary.
That was
Yeah,
her
it's
diary's
crazy.
name, Kitty.
But like no, what I was gonna say is it might be a situation where like as like, you know, one of the people who were actual Germans that were not Jewish born, have once they live like, oh damn, little girl forgot her shit. Hopefully I can see them one day and give it back. And then like you find the grapevine like, oh them niggas is dead. You know what I'm saying? And then like you're thinking about the weight of it. Obviously you're not gonna get rid of it, right? But then like once the war's over, you're just like, oh shit. This is now a surviving relic. Who do I give this to, right? Because how do we even get it to the point where we're like, oh shit, this is important. We need to understand it. I guess once they understood how many.
I mean,
Jews
there weren't
died,
that
They
there
said it
weren't
looked
that
like-
many diaries at the.
And then I'd assume like
Like
once
you see this in like 1945, bro. You're not thinking this is gonna be the story of
you know
a
what it is?
lifetime.
They're like,
Right.
damn, Jews are damn near an extinct species.
For anybody
This is
who's
like
who doesn't know what Anne Frank's diary looked like, it's a plaid colored salmon and red with light
Tell them Google that
tan
shit.
and dark tan.
Yeah, tell them Google it, shit.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, if they don't have
Drawing them in a little bit.
Yeah, drawing them in a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no.
Let them know.
You feel me? Let them know.
We don't got the visual side of our podcast ready.
Yeah, what if they just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go straight podcast, just only put the headphones on and zone the fuck out, probably go to sleep to this shit. They don't want to look at the shit. They want to subscribe, nigga.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail, nigga.
Put it as a thumbnail. Diary, Anne Frank's diary.
You have to send me that.
Yeah, Anne Frank's diary. We'll put Anne Frank's diary as a thumbnail. I'll send it to you.
Hey, respect to my Jewish cohorts and family and friends out there. You know what I'm saying? Hope people out there doing good. You know what I'm saying? L'chaim.
No, what's another movie that had me fucked up?
Yo.
You know, it didn't make me cry, but it had me fucked up. It's one of my favorite movies. You ever heard of In Too Deep?
Mm-mm.
It's this crazy movie about. It's got LL Cool J, and I think Omar Epps or somebody like that, right?
Mm.
Omar Epps, I think it's Omar Epps. He plays an undercover cop, and LL Cool J is a fucking bad criminal, real bad criminal, like doing the worst shit.
Mm.
And Omar Epps' character has to get in with his people and do shit.
Yeah.
And it's like he's got to do some of the craziest shit where it's like they have him. He has to do like a drive-by on somebody, like hit him up, right?
Mm.
They give him a gun, and then like he does something where he.
Wait, what show is this again?
It's a movie called In Too Deep.
In 2D?
Yeah.
Okay.
They give him the gun, and then they talk. He like unloads the bitch, misses all of them though, right? But like he makes it seem like he was trying to shoot the nigga. He's like, "Well, never give this nigga a gun again, cause he can't hit shit."
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, I made it out that one without having to kill a nigga." But like they was getting close. Like every time, like he's looking for a rat in his organization.
Yeah,
It's
and
just-
he keep on trying to test niggas.
Yeah.
Like, hey, who else gonna get these? It's like that Chinese shit where it's like they just, what is it called when they it's like they all, like, everybody's doing illegal shit, but they're all making the new people do illegal shit too, so they're in with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like a whole bunch of like, all right, all you niggas getting cases too if I go down. type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it
yeah.
feels.
Well, shit, yeah. You gotta be bonded through something.
No, but so what's crazy in that movie? One of the worst little interrogation / torture / kill scenes I ever seen in my
Was it
life.
supposed to be goofy?
It's not goofy. It's into deep, nigga. It's not goofy at all.
But it was just goofy though, watching it.
It's not goofy. It's one of my favorite movies.
So were you just said it was like not funny, or you said it was funny, right? Or no?
No, I didn't.
So what are you
He
talking
said one
about?
of the goofiest. I think he was just meaning like as a shitty situation.
Oh,
right?
okay.
No. One of the worst.
You
It
said
was
worst.
It was one of the worst torture scenes
Oh.
I ever
okay.
seen. Like one of the worst. Like this nigga, he's looking for rats in his organization. He finds somebody he thinks is a rat. Fucking bends him over a pool table, beats him with the pool stick till it breaks, then shoves the pool stick up his ass.
I think I do remember watching this. I remember that part.
It's crazy,
I think
right?
I remember that part. Yeah. And
If
it's
you
like
see-
4 or 5 dudes there, right?
Yep.
But it's just one dude just going in on him,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
wearing the suit and shit.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
And it's like as he keeps on getting more, he keeps on kind of like
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah. I remember that shit.
And that's when the police nigga was
LL
like,
Cool J
"This
did
is
that to this
Wayne."
nigga?
Yeah, LL Cool J did that to this nigga.
LL Cool J's
He
crazy.
beats him with the pool stick
He
till
plays
it
some crazy
breaks.
roles.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think that LL Cool J would be the nigga doing this shit.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Oh shit! You
Hey, and
know,
is that when the police officer was like, "Nigga, I'm done being undercover for this shit"?
there's several points in the movie where he's like,
Yeah, he's
he's
been
like,
I'm out.
I got
I
it,
don't
like,
want-
but
yeah, I
they
don't wanna
they
do
keep
this.
telling him you
He
gotta
has
stay
to.
in there to
He
get
has
this
to.
nigga
He's in
because
too
like
deep.
he's in too deep. Exactly, he's in too
Yeah,
deep.
you get out, they know you.
They know
it's
it's
over.
over.
Yeah, it's over. All this shit's over.
So,
yeah.
but I'll spoil the end of the movie. So, at the end of the movie, they're in this fucking warehouse, nigga. They're getting got by the police. All this shit's happening. He and LL Cool J relies on Omar Epps' character like a brother now. And like they all get got up. They finally get in LL Cool J. They grab him up, and I forget exactly what he says, but he says a cold line about like once this nigga reveals he's a police officer and LL Cool J's caught up, he's like, "Man, you was like my brother" type shit, and you're like, "Eh," like LL Cool J, you kept getting got by the wrong niggas.
And he offed all the
He offed all the wrong
all the niggas that was like a brother to him, and he put the nigga who was the wrong nigga in the brother
The
position.
position, exactly.
It was like, it's like, imagine, right? It's like 8 of us, right? And then I'm the mole, but I'm technically the new guy at the point. But the shit
That
keep on
nigga-
happening, so all the 7 niggas that you started with before me get off, and it's the point where it's me and you, and I'm like, I'm the cop, nigga.
That nigga
It was
lost
like,
the
you
game
just
of
lost
Yes.
the whole game.
You just lost the whole game.
Nah,
Yeah.
you lost the game of Among Us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lost the game of Among Us. That shit crazy.
There was another movie. Now you're talking about a medium goofy movie. It
Hmm.
wasn't goofy. It was serious, but they had elements in it that made it like the impact of some of the emotional stuff didn't hit the same way. You seen Four Brothers? Mark Wahlberg.
I've heard him before, brothers. I think I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing all the way through. One of those movies where I've seen like the ending of it when it was on the
Yeah.
TV. You know what I'm saying? And I've never watched it all the way through though.
These 4 brothers who are adopted take basically like trying to be like live their lives in their like kind of hood style neighborhood, and there's like a crime boss who's running shit that they end up getting in a conflict with.
Mhm.
The conflict with them ends up leading to him. He kills one of their brothers, and they come up with this plot to get him back. But they owe them. He has money he wants from them and shit. And they have this whole setup where they try to like double cross him and set him up and shit.
And then they end up. Oh, I ain't gonna spoil it because I saw the ending to that shit.
What happened?
They set that nigga up, and then like when he's at the end, like he's like, these niggas ain't gonna turn on me, nigga. He's like, they will go, and then fuck, gets lit up in like this tundra,
Yeah.
like in the blizzard, nigga.
They bring the money and that they owe him, and they're like,
but we gonna pay your whole gang because like
Yeah.
fuck you. And then his gang's like, these niggas gonna turn on me, and then they're like, but we need money on our bills though, bro. And then that nigga's fuck. He lit that nigga up. Like it was like that one scene in what was it? I think it wasn't. Was it Power? It was one of those jail movies where it wasn't a movie. It was
Wait,
a
so
TV
they're
show.
just like, kill this nigga, we'll give you guys the money.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly what they did. Yeah,
that's exactly what they did.
yeah. It's kind of like what's that movie with Cuba Gooding? Is it Cuba
Oh,
Gooding?
they probably
Jr.,
just
or-
split the money and trip.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that light skinned nigga who he be having the weird math? He be like 1 + 1 is 3.
Oh, Terrence Howard.
Yeah, so you know that one TV show. You know that one TV show.
Yo.
You know that one TV show.
How
right?
did you understand? Wait, pause. How did you understand immediately
he
what the
knows-
fuck he's talking about?
He knows
He's been
that
challenging
tilts
the
me.
math.
He knows that tilts me.
What?
Motherfucker.
He
Yeah, no.
challenges the math community.
Consistently. Yeah.
What are we talking? Wait, talk about this. What is going on with this?
You don't know
shit?
about Terrence Howard?
No.
One. How can you multiply 1 and still get 1? It's supposed to be a multiple.
That doesn't make sense.
So he said
It's supposed to, exactly. It doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be a multiple. 1 times 1 can't equal 1.
in his
1 times
opinion-
1 has to be more than 1 because you
In-
can't multiply and then only get 1 out of a multiplication because you have to multiply. A
in his
multitude.
opinion, you
It has
have
to be more than
also
1.
include the symbol that you're using, and that's how he gets 3.
Oh, you got 3, not 2?
No, because he's like, no, there are 3 variables, and you are taking them together.
So you
Don't read
multiplying
deeper
is
into it.
the
Don't read-
unit.
don't read deeper
Multiplication
into
is the
it.
unit.
Don't read deeper into it.
I'm just trying to understand.
Look, CJ,
Huh?
It's like
multiply that by 1.
Multiply this by 1?
Yeah,
I can't.
you have 1.
Yeah.
that's
I
how
can't-
math
I
works.
can't multiply it by
But
another
the
one
reason
of
why
the
you're not
same.
understanding it is
Uh-huh.
because it's wrong.
Oh.
It's confusion and chaos.
Got you.
Like this nigga, these niggas like, oh yeah, I came up with this way of aerodynamic flight where you got a central model with the bullshit around the axis and there's
I
12
honestly feel
angles.
like it was a race hustling tactic in order to get more niggas to watch Empire.
Oh, he's on Empire. Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
Empire.
And that's why I was trying to talk about that scene where he's in the jail, and then like I guess it's this nigga he had beef with on the outside, and he's like, all right, he took care of his mother, and I took care of his son who was
Hey, you know
sick,
it's weird.
and they gonna get you instead of me.
You know
So
it's
you have a
weird.
good one. And walk
All
out.
them niggas had a weird career except for Taraji P. Henson. That was all.
Taraji P got her monies.
Yeah, but
She stayed with the work.
But see,
Mhm.
I think it's funny that
You talking about everybody off that movie?
off that
She played some
off
crazy
the
roles,
show.
Oh, I thought you were
Empire?
talking about off that. Remember how that movie they did? Wasn't Taraji P. Henson in that too? The Hustler, it was like
Some shit like
the
that.
Hustler
yeah.
and Flow movie.
Yeah, but it was like a lot of people from Empire, like even the fucking light skinned gay dude. It's like he fucking staged his beat up. He
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's that
yeah,
nigga. That's
yeah.
that nigga.
That's the same. That was all on Empire,
Hold
bro.
on, what's his name again?
It's fucking
All
the
them doing
only
some
person who
radical,
didn't come out
ridiculous
crazy
shit.
from Empire was fucking Taraji P. Henson, and she played the most craziest role.
Who is she in?
That's why her crazy
She's
down on
Cookie.
screen.
What is that? What does that mean?
Her crazy
she's
is on
literally
screen, bro.
what's her name?
It's probably in everybody's contract. They gotta do some sort of stunt in order to
what's
raise
the
revenue.
dude with got the fucked up math? Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
So
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, wife in the show is Taraji P. Henson.
Okay.
And Taraji P. Henson went to jail, did all this shit, and for him in the show. You feel me? So now she's out doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. But like in the show, everybody else is sane, and Taraji P. Henson is like crazy. You feel me? So she does fucked up shit and got to move how she moved. But in real life, it's like everybody else in that group.
It's crazy
Outside of
stuff.
Taraji P. Henson is actually
You know your
crazy,
shit about her.
and Taraji is just fucking chill.
Living
You
life.
know she played one of the math ladies in that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite movies too.
I haven't seen
I
it.
fucked it, bro. You gotta watch it. I would say
I've seen a lot of clips on it from. I've been
It's
watching
really
movies.
good.
I've been watching movies through shorts now because I just
It's
be scrolling,
really good.
and then half the
It just
movies
gives you
show
all the
up on
fucking movie, yeah.
that's a
All
really
the
good
important
movie.
scenes.
That's a really good
like
movie.
where she's like, oh fuck, like you want these numbers done quick, but I gotta piss halfway across the
And
block.
I got a
yeah,
wall.
yeah, that type shit. And, bro, nigga said, boof, boof, fuck that sign. Get your ass in the restroom.
Yeah.
Get your ass back
We
to
need
work.
those numbers.
Yeah, we need those numbers. If you got a problem with it, don't use this fucking restroom, nigga. Go to
The
you
fuck-
go
you go-
halfway.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we still need your numbers
Yeah,
at the
we
same
need
time.
your numbers though. So yeah,
That
we
nigga
gonna
was
do
like,
that.
this racism shit is dumb. exactly how that
No,
movie
but
happened.
for real though.
No, but half the
But
time,
for real
but
though.
half the time in real
But
life,
for real though.
that's how.
That's a lot of the reason
Why shit
shit changed. Is
Yeah.
because like it started
Niggas
to
was-
affect white
They was
Americans.
like, wait a minute. You telling me that these niggas have a real purpose at our job and they gotta go
not even
down
that.
the street?
Not even that, bro. It started fucking with white Americans and
Their
their
money?
companies because they were all like, why do they have black-owned banks? Like at a certain point, they're like,
Like,
it's
niggas
too many
making
banks,
money.
nigga. It's too many banks. We gotta shut this bank down. Let them bank with us.
Like, how about
Whatever.
you guys
We'll
come
keep,
to us?
yeah, we'll come. Bring your money to us.
Now they
Don't-
realize they're like, these other niggas is ignorant. It was,
Yeah.
green is
yeah.
what we all care
At
about.
a point, nigga, we would have probably would have took over.
Americans
Nah,
don't bleed red, we bleed green,
They
bitch.
did an economic analysis of the impact of racism, like the actual economic impact of racism policies, and like way people use their money. Like this was on Bloomberg like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Where they talked about
Eliminates the white dollar.
No, they were talking about it was like $20 trillion of money that were not captured because people were being racist towards blacks and non-whites. It's like
Yep.
because their money wasn't being fucked with. It's like that's $20 trillion since like 1950 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Niggas look at it like that's $20 trillion. Fuck.
Yeah.
He said, fuck that racism shit.
fuck
Yeah.
racism when you missing $20 trillion.
He's like, you can be
I
racist
want
at
my
home.
20 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah. They only spending it within their community. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You got too many communities at that point.
Now it's not too many communities. It's a community that's rivaling you and
It's
what
not
you're
even about.
doing.
It's not even about them rivaling.
Nah,
It's just what you're not getting.
Yeah, it's like
You think
it's,
that's what it
it's
is?
too.
It's always what
it
you're
might
not
be.
getting.
It might be 3 communities, but that's 3 communities too many for me to be missing out on $20 trillion.
But that's really
Right.
just racism breeding competitors, because I really look at it as competition, right? Is it
It
not?
is
That's
co-
what
it is
It
competition.
is competition.
That's
'cause you're
why
a
the
different race,
racism
and
is a
that's why
problem.
It's too much. You feel me?
That
Too
the
many.
racism creates competition where we now all of a sudden, but not even competition, because you won't take black dollars. There's somebody else who the only money they can get is black money, but it's good enough for them. And then all of a sudden they got all the black money,
Yep.
and you got no black money
And they got enough black money to interfere with white
to
money.
interfere with white money, and that's
a
a problem.
God damn it. Can't be fucking with my white dollars.
My white-
Especially when my white dollars pay for my white companies.
yeah.
Yeah. I
We
can't
need
use
this
your black
bread.
dollars in my white collars.
You need this
You
bread.
feel me?
You need the bread.
I can't pay for my white collars with your black dollars.
Except for
feel
you
me?
can.
You can.
That's what you realize.
You can though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can though.
Yeah.
But that's when they realized it was like, fuck, that's why we need the black dollar.
That's why the biggest thing about
No, there's
the-
no such thing as a black dollar.
Not
There's
no
such thing
more.
as dollars.
Well,
And
not
they're
no
like,
more.
I need all of them.
Not no more, 'cause
Give
we
me
not
all of
united.
them. No, we
That's
never
just-
had. No. You missed what.
You
what
should
I'm
mean
saying.
you said never had what?
We never had a dollar.
Cap. We did.
it's always only been the dollar. You're not
Yeah,
listening.
greenbacks.
No, it is. We had it. We had a black dollar. It's puka shells, nigga.
Fuck out of here with that shit. Selling New Jersey for 2 shells and a piece of ham.
I mean, the black-
Yeah, selling New Jersey for 2 shells and a piece of ham, nigga. Yeah.
you that nigga.
Yeah.
You know the
You know
reason
what's
why
funny
niggas is
You know,
broke
you know what's
now.
funny about
Yeah.
it? You know what's funny about it? Native Americans is like, this nigga thinks he can buy this land for 2
That's
shells
exactly.
and a piece of ham. And white dude's like, nigga, move the shit in. We got a deal. And he's like, oh shit, they were being serious. Now
No,
you
but
got
they,
all
but, they,
these niggas
but like, no. The thing is, so for the Native Americans, it does sound ridiculous. Own land, or you gonna pick it up and move it around with you? You
Hey.
funny. You got so when you gotta go hunt bison, you gonna be at the land too? These idiots.
Hey, but look.
Whereas
but
the Europeans came here talking about, we about to be industrialized in this bitch. We need this much space for a factory here. We need niggas working the land here, and niggas is always working the land.
So
So
therefore we don't
Chief
need
was like-
housing over there.
Hey,
Put
Chief
it
was
down
like,
the street.
Chief was like, who the fuck sanctioned this deal?
yeah,
You niggas got what? 2 shells and a piece of ham? Can you imagine that?
2 shells and a piece of ham was valuable.
but
back
niggas
then.
didn't really know what they were selling. Like owning, owning the concept of owning land is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
when
why
you
they sold
think
it for
about
two shells and a piece of ham.
And now
they
we own
thought it was
land,
ridiculous.
Brian.
It was like, you gonna give us a piece of ham and 2 shells? Yeah, go ahead.
We could do something
yeah,
with
go
that.
ahead. Yeah, we can do something with that. Niggas make some.
What you
goddamn-
do with some land?
Yeah, what the fuck? What you gonna do with that? And then they did something with it. It was like,
Oh shit.
She's like, oh shit, what is money? Niggas found out overnight.
Niggas got clean.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, nigga, I didn't even know you can cut a tree down like that. What the fuck?
And they turned it into
Can you
something?
imagine Native Americans seeing like whites for the first time? Not even because that's what they were. They're whites. So it's like, dog, they're like aliens. And these niggas with different skin from us pulled up and literally terramorphed the land in a few months.
Nah,
Shit.
it took a little bit longer.
Yeah, it took a little bit longer than that. Yeah.
So they didn't have like log cabins and shit in like a day or two.
Nah, it wasn't.
Nah,
a day,
nah. They didn't have
even
no
building,
log
even a
cabins
building
in
a
the
house,
day, too.
even
Yeah,
a building a house
houses
now take a
took
minute.
Yeah.
Building
Yeah.
houses always took a minute.
Like
my
even to
friend.
put a foundation in
Yeah.
a house nowadays take at least a week.
Nah, but like
Take a minute.
we talking like older than Western saloons and shit. Like when it was a lot more simplified as far as certain things.
Nah,
Niggas
but you
was
gotta
like,
remember the
nah,
tools
bro.
was simpler too, my dude.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
so
took
niggas are
longer.
when all you had to do was build a house because we got
They
to figure out
weren't
what we're doing
Egyptians,
with this
dog.
land.
They didn't know how to build shit the right way and
Egyptians.
fast.
Talking
What
about
are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
He trolling. He trolling.
Yeah, I'm
He
chilling,
being
I'm chilling. But nah, they didn't have the resources to really build shit as fast as you think they did.
Shit took a minute.
Yeah, actually it took a while.
I'm pretty
then
sure
they-
it
then
did
they
take
had-
longer than a few
But from the
months.
perspective of the Native Americans, because they wasn't clearing shit down, like
Yeah.
it did seem like niggas was clearing shit down.
But think
Yeah.
about it, right? You pull
Now-
up, you're like, all the resources for what I need to do are right here. So niggas pull up, they start chopping trees down. It's like, what the fuck, nigga?
But you know what they did kill fast, and they have proof of this? Buffalo. They have
So what
carcass.
meat?
No, it wasn't about the meat. It was about fucking over the Native Americans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they was
Yeah.
just hunting buffalo to fuck up their food.
Yeah.
They're literally just killing them, and then like if you killed the biggest buffalo, that's like a lot of meat for them. So then you get a trophy. Like you keep the bull's or the buffalo's head.
Niggas
as a
had
trophy.
niggas. There were mountains high, like as far as like as tall as these 2-story house of like fucking bones of fucking bisons. That's how many niggas was killing.
Hmm.
People would be like, that's why in one of the Star Wars shows they have a reference to it, where in the Star Wars show these niggas are shooting at Tusken Raiders from their hover train, but in real life niggas used to shoot at buffalo and Native Americans from the train when they were driving by when the train was up.
Oh,
For
really?
fun.
Yeah, to fuck with them.
Damn. But that's also why Native Americans used to raid the fuck out of towns.
True.
They're like,
Yeah.
alright, fuck then.
Shit. Damn, that's crazy. Niggas went so hard. They're all like, "Hey, we can't kill them all. We gotta leave some of them."
No, they were trying to kill them all so they could starve them niggas, right? Yeah.
But I'm saying
No, it wasn't really
they
shit.
couldn't even really like get rid of all the Native Americans.
Oh, we're talking about
Most of
Native
the work
Americans.
for getting rid of the Native Americans was done by disease, my friend.
But they still couldn't get rid of them all the way.
Can you imagine the first Native American chick to bring that shit back to the village?
Bitch, you got that white man disease.
Hey, the whole village.
Nah, but
fucked up overnight.
syphilis.
Everybody coming through.
You know, syphilis came from South America.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't know about that shit. Niggas was going back to Europe, fucked up on syphilis,
Like,
fucking
just got on these Native
bitches.
American hoes, you know what I'm
Fucking,
saying?
they was fucking
Saw
on
Calypso
Native
down there, nigga. Had to go ahead. We ain't got that in Europe, nigga.
They saw that skin, that little nice little bronze.
Hey, you just you get off that boat for 8 months, and you see something better than what you got at home.
You mean
Like, oh,
something
these
better
bitches-
than what you mean? What do you mean better than what you got at home? You don't even got nothing with you now.
Nigga,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, bro.
You
Is
need that.
Hey, niggas pull up 8 months later, like, damn, that bitch got the and the She ain't got nothing on
Hey,
Eloise. I pay
but
$500.
question though, right?
Like, yeah.
Did the disease come from like them fucking something exotic, or did it just come from them fucking and then not
Spreading it.
washing and shit like that, then fucking something
Unprotected
else?
sex, the same way you get syphilis now.
Yeah.
But see, I thought
And they had condoms and contraceptives.
They didn't have condoms back then. They didn't
Yeah.
have that shit back then.
whale
What are you
skin,
talking about?
whale skin.
They did not have no condoms back then.
Condoms. Yeah.
In the 1800s?
Yeah, they had the
They did
contraceptives
not
have
have.
been around
They
for a
did
minute.
not have no
Ugh.
goat skin condoms in the 1800s, and goat skin condoms weren't effective back then. I bet if they did exist.
Let me see.
You talking about condoms when they didn't even know about diseases? You tripping? They didn't even know. They didn't even have the fucking concept of diseases yet.
You don't think so?
Dog, germ theory.
Yeah, Brian, look. During the 1800s, condoms made from animal intestines, commonly those of sheep.
Yeah, whale skin.
No, look, sheep, calves, goats were primarily used for contraception.
fish.
Were they
and protection
effective?
against
And
sexually
fish.
transmitted diseases.
Were they
They had a
effective?
fish condom. Did you know that?
Or goat
They had
skin
a
condoms
fish skin condom.
effective? Like maybe they were just like, oh no, this bitch ain't getting my baby, but maybe it's like they still got like whatever the fuck was in that pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
And if they had
1800s
condoms, you act like niggas was really informed about using them back then.
Yeah. So look, in 1800s, condoms made from animal intestines like sheep or goat were primary type, used for both pregnancy and disease prevention, but their effectiveness was limited, especially against STDs. Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah, exactly. So they
you
weren't
still getting that
so
shit.
they weren't so they had condoms, but they weren't condoms, nigga. They didn't do shit.
Hey, the primary.
They were a fake ass. I feel better about.
No.
But
It's like
did it come
probably,
from
you know,
because
they
they were just from two different spaces
it probably
and
wouldn't get a bitch
fucking?
pregnant. It probably wouldn't get a bitch pregnant. Like probably like 5 times out of 10. But then
But
like,
you know it's hard
you
to
still get whatever.
You know it's hard to
got.
get a bitch pregnant sometimes.
But what is
Just generally.
But why did they get the syphilis though? Was it
Because
just
it was
from
because
being
it existed.
dirty?
No, it
or
existed
what?
over here.
Nah, but did they know?
But where
did
did syphilis come
existed.
from?
We don't know
No,
where
but
it
did
came
they-
from.
but
It
here's what I'm
existed
saying.
over here already.
Did they know? Did they know?
We
like,
don't know where syphilis
no,
came
but what I'm
from?
saying is they know.
it
Did they,
existed over here already. The Europeans didn't get it until they came here.
No, but here's what I'm saying, Brian. I mean, I'm gonna talk to you. Did they know about STDs, or was it more of a pregnancy prevention thing?
Niggas was more worried about getting a bitch pregnant than STDs. Like
That's what I'm thinking. The thought process was niggas
because
like
when did look up when germ theory came out? When did germ theory exist?
because that's when niggas was like
Because that's when
oh,
niggas was
shit.
like, oh shit, you can get infected from some shit. Because like they had typhoid Mary and shit back in the day.
Damn. The germ theory of disease stating infectious diseases are caused by microorganisms developed and gained acceptance primarily in the mid to late 19th century.
Yeah.
So niggas did. That was just I can't let Clips have my baby, but I'll fuck that bitch.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
It was Niggas was definitely getting STDs.
It wasn't until I believe Louis Pasteur demonstrated that microorganisms were responsible for fermentation and spoiling of food, disproving the idea of spontaneous generation by 1857.
Yeah, so before
1800s,
that's
yeah.
damn near the Civil War.
Yeah.
Before
Wasn't until
niggas-
then that niggas was like, oh shit, I
Yeah.
just can't be fucking on all these hoes.
Yeah, those condoms weren't made for the same reasons, and they weren't doing. When I say condoms, I mean like actually effective condoms,
Bro,
not that bullshit.
But listen, in a society where STDs are rampant because they don't know they exist, bro, niggas hey, everybody got this shit. Like, oh yeah, it just happens at a certain age. Just like grandma explaining this shit, and you just. But then, like, nigga, can you imagine existing on the cusp of growing up and then realizing everyone around you got STDs? You're just like, damn, can't fuck none of these hoes.
Or fuck it, join the pool.
So I looked it up.
be like,
It
fuck
says recent and what does that say? Just to make sure I'm saying that right. Agriculture.
Recent genetic and archaeological studies
Archaeological. Okay, yeah.
have provided evidence that support both theories. It is possible that syphilis originated in the Americas and then spread to Europe, or that it existed in both regions independently. Further research is needed to definitively establish the origins of syphilis. This is the AI overview. As far as I know, the consensus is that
It came from
Yeah.
South America.
it came from America. Didn't already have
It's used in Science Museum, Wikipedia, CNN, American Society for Microbiisms, and PBS, and Journal of Military and Veterans.
They're confirming where it's from, or they're just saying
No,
it's bad?
those are its works cited, but it's compiling all the evidence from all those websites it's going through, and the AI overview says it's the exact
places it
origins
came
of syphilis remain a subject to debate, but there are two main theories. One is Columbian hypothesis, where it proposes that syphilis was brought to Europe from the Americas by Christopher Columbus, and then there's a pre-Columbian hypothesis, where the theory that suggests syphilis existed in Europe before Columbus's voyages.
I know Europeans are dirty, but then like Aztecs are kind of weird too. So like,
I don't know.
hey, who do you think was?
I
you know what
thought
I'm
Europeans
saying?
were slightly cleaner than the Aztecs. If I'm
No,
not...
Europeans are dirty as hell.
Everybody was dirty except for the Arabs back then.
Really?
Dirty Arabs are
Yeah.
regularly cleaned.
Dirty Arabs were regularly cleaned?
No.
Arabs are just were regularly cleaned.
Oh, you said dirty Arabs.
No, I just said Arabs are regularly cleaned.
Arabs were regularly cleaned.
Yeah, like Muslims and stuff, they believed in showering and things of that nature and bathing. Like
Yeah, cleanliness to
consistently.
God, or next to God is cleanliness.
All the other countries and shit, the niggas pull up fucking. So what we doing today? You know what I'm saying? Just fucking in the Aztecs and Incas and shit, niggas just fucking. Just
They didn't have
rolled
baths
over
and
in
shit?
They had certain models of things. Certain countries even had like dust baths or things they do. They would take dirt to wipe other shit off, and it'd be like clean dirt or whatever. But there's lots of different hygienic things they did back in the day. Lots of it's like it's unsanitary for a reason, at least to a degree, you know.
Look, niggas didn't have indoor plumbing and was tossing piss out in the street.
And is that part of the reason why, like Muslims and not Muslims, but you said the Middle East, didn't they have like kind of like greater understanding on science and things of that nature too, so they were able to go ahead and have like certain systems a certain way, a little bit faster. So I think like medieval Europe, their architecture and shit was worse than like the Roman Empire, which is why like Roman Empire, like even though it's still dirty, but like they had like a
I
plumbing
mean, the
system.
Roman Empire was actually pretty clean.
But they had a plumbing system, which is part of the
But they
reason
were
why.
still pretty dirty.
Yeah, because like how you know niggas ain't got trash trucks and postal codes in order to get things done. So, but like I was saying, like because they had like they had a plumbing system. So like they weren't just like shitting in buckets and throwing it out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what's crazy is like those two those two eras are like hundreds of years apart. So it's kind of crazy how Europe went backwards. But, you know, everybody got toilets nowadays, right? Mostly.
Not everybody got toilets nowadays. That's the thing.
Nope.
How many people got
They got
proper
pots
plumbing?
to
Let me
piss
see.
in.
Some people don't even got a pot to piss in.
No, they don't. They're like a whole dirt hole, maybe.
Some people don't even got it. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to just find a place. And then
You gotta find a place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a different place than the place yesterday. You know, you don't want to pull up on that old shit.
Unless you cleaned it. Or somebody else cleaned
Who
it.
cleaning your shit?
Depends on where you shit.
Who cleaning your shit?
Depends on where you
Who
shit.
cleaning your shit?
Depends on
Hopefully there's an
shit.
animal.
Where you
out there
shitting that
cleaning.
somebody gonna clean your shit?
If I shit in your house, who gonna clean it up?
You?
Nope.
You?
If I don't clean it up, who gonna clean it up?
You?
Nope. You're not answering the question.
You?
You're not answering the question.
You?
If I don't clean it up, who's cleaning it up?
You?
No, see that's
If
American.
so,
That's an American thing, right? Where it's like this nigga's not gonna pick your shit up because you shit, so you gonna go clean it up because we
alright,
got
well,
toilets.
that means if
But
I
in a
if, so if
country,
I leave it for a week and it doesn't get picked
He's
up.
not letting you out the door to leave it. That's the thing. We're
But see,
Americans.
I get that. I get
But
that.
in a
but
different country,
I get that. But,
but in a-
listen to what I'm saying though. If someone shits in your house and no one is there to clean it up, who's gonna clean it
Dog,
up?
you're not understanding. What I'm trying to say is there's countries where niggas share corners and there's niggas sharing the same corner to shit in and nobody's gonna pick that shit up because they're not able to touch no shit.
Why would they do that?
Because they ain't got nowhere to shit.
So you're not gonna clean up the shit?
In a country where you stare across the street at a 100 or 1,000 room building and that nigga got proper plumbing, don't get no fuck because he looking across the street at the slums. The slums are the slums.
So if we shit in our house in the middle of the floor,
If niggas,
and then I have to go
you're not
leave for the
understanding.
week,
You're not understanding. You're
are
not
you gonna
understanding.
clean up the shit?
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Are you gonna clean up the shit?
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm telling you, in a different country, they behave literally different. They have different morals. They have different approaches to how they live because reality's different. So like,
I'm cleaning up shit. Sorry, I don't want to be around.
I had a
shit, so I'm cleaning
conversation.
it up,
I had a
putting it
conversation with
somewhere
Metallica at 206. Right, it was probably about a few weeks ago. Where like, let's say there's a country. So in this country, right, where this nigga has like the most expensive house in the world.
Uh-huh.
Across the street is like the worst slum in the world, right? Like, let's say me, you, Metallica had to live in that corner, and then there's like 4 niggas that gotta live in that corner. There's 4 niggas that gotta live in this little corner. And then 4 niggas that live in that corner. And then it's open just like this. And then niggas is also just walking through their house at all times of the night, the day, because they got to walk through our little slum to get to their little corner over there and wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And in an environment like that, niggas might just pull up to your pad just to shit and keep it pushing where they got to go, because that's just how it goes.
So you're not cleaning it up and moving out the way?
Because I don't want to touch somebody else's shit. And I know that yesterday I just know I had to walk to my pad and I had to shit in somebody else's living room on the way here anyways. Because that's just what it is.
Yeah, y'all different niggas.
No, but what I'm saying is, in a country where niggas ain't just gonna clean up shit, because that's not, because, okay, we're clean here in America. Yes, in reality, I'm not gonna just leave shit on the fucking ground, right?
But I'm just saying, in any country, I think it's just common sense. If somebody shits where
You're gonna
you're
be cleaning up shit
sleeping
for
at,
a long time.
if somebody shits where you're sleeping at,
Matter of
I
fact,
would think they
niggas
would
gonna
move
pull up
the
the
shit
Niggas
or
gonna pull
move.
No, but here's what
like
I'm trying
they're not
to tell
gonna
you.
stay
Here's
where the
what
shit is. I'm just.
But here's
I'm
what I'm
just,
trying to tell you.
is
Here's what I'm trying to
that
tell you.
wild to think?
I'm not saying you're thinking anything
Hey, no,
wild.
but it's okay. You can clean this shit up, because then niggas gonna be like, hey, somebody clean that shit up. Let me go over here to that spot that's always clean to go take a shit. You gonna be cleaning up shit at all times of the day, every day.
That's why I said I would move. Out
But
the
wherever
way.
you are is where you're supposed to shit. Wherever CJ lives is where niggas shit.
Because they know it's clean right
Clean
there.
it
I'm
up.
fighting for my spot. Fuck that.
But
I'm
that's
fighting
the
for my
thing.
corner.
You gonna just get jumped
Us-
by 15,
nah,
20 niggas that all
the
want
4
to be
niggas
in that
in my
corner
corner,
too.
the 4 niggas in my corner, we shit in everybody else's non-corner space. If you can't expect us, if you like the fuck,
I don't think he understands it.
I'm fighting for my shit corner, nigga.
No,
the
he's
fuck
looking
out
at
of
it.
here.
He's looking at it as an American who has clean.
No,
things.
I'm just looking at it as a regular nigga that
Nigga,
knows that defecation
imagine-
is a thing.
no.
You can go over there and shit. You ain't got to shit in my corner. So if you shit
imagine-
in my corner and that's where I sleep at and I'm supposed to live at, I'm either gonna move the shit Or if niggas keep on coming every time I move the shit, I'm gonna fucking move.
So here's what you're not understanding.
That's the way I see
Here's
it.
what
But
you're not
wherever
understanding.
you go is the place
Here's
to
what you're not
shit.
understanding. Here's what you're not understanding.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Here's what you're not
No,
understanding.
it's not.
Here's what
Because you're
understanding.
cleaning up the
Here's what you're not
shit.
understanding, right? So from the moment you touch ground, nigga, you touch ground on an unsterile, bloody, dirty, shitty ground because your mama can't even afford to have a hospital. Matter of fact, your whole community ain't got no hospital because that's what it is, right? And you grow nose blind from the time of birth to shit in the first place because it's always there.
I mean, you got a point.
You don't even know what the difference of shit is because you just know shit is just shit. You know it's a brown pile right there, nigga.
But
It don't smell like
if I
nothing.
understand what shit is later
So
on
you
in
don't
life,
even understand because you don't have a phone, you don't have no access to no modern
that
day
doesn't make
science.
sense. It's called getting older and understand that you defecate. That's just simple as that. I understand
But
what
in a
shit is
society where
after a
people-
while because I understand that I have to shit.
No, you're understanding it because you have knowledge to understand that shit is a problem. In a society where they
I'm telling you in this scenario, what you're saying, I grow nose blind to whatever shit is around me. Eventually I
You've
will
been nose blind from birth.
Eventually I will understand
You're
later
born.
on in my life if I even survive to even get there. Because if I'm born and shit, most likely I'll probably die
Early,
Yeah, like
yeah, and that's what happens.
So what I'm saying is, for the people who did survive, they probably understood what shit was and that it comes out their ass, and that's probably what they're stepping in. So they're like,
Can you understand?
maybe I should move to a place where I'm not constantly shitting or stepping in the same spot I'm laying in. You feel me? I don't want to lay in shit. So let me move to a spot where there's no shit, and I'll keep on shitting in the spot where shit needs to go.
So if you have no conceptual understanding of where to shit, because everybody just does it everywhere, and you have no conceptual understanding that it's a problem because that's just agreed upon in society.
I don't know.
'cause
I
they
don't know
even-
what society has ever done that.
And I'm just now explaining to you this bum ass society that's across from this individual who is the richest person on the planet, and all these niggas is dirty bums, and it's agreed upon in society. That's all they have because they
When?
can't travel. It exists now.
So you're
This is a real thing.
So you're
This is a real thing.
So you're telling me there are people right now who are shitting where they sleep and then laying right next to it
I don't
they
know
have
about
nothing
that.
better.
But
because they have nothing
What's the name of
better.
this country?
They
I mean,
don't.
what's
So
the
you're
name- you know the name of the palace?
telling me
You know the name of the palace?
there's
not the name of the
human
palace, but I know it's
beings.
in India somewhere.
There's human beings so poor and
just say the
so
worst slum in India.
so
Google worst slum in
unconsciously
India.
or so not knowing about just everything in the world, or not even just anything in the world. They're so stupid.
I mean, they do everybody else's laundry, so
You
they
have a
know
phone.
what clean is, I guess.
But they don't understand, hey, I sleep here. Let me shit on this corner, and then I sleep in this corner. If a nigga comes and shits in my corner, either, hey, this might be his shitting corner, so maybe I should move, or clean the shit up.
This is how niggas living.
So I would shit right there and sleep right there.
Let me see.
I'm not going
me see.
to shit at the same spot I'm sleeping.
I'm not saying that you're shitting in the same spot you're sleeping.
But why would they?
Oh no, there's shit in the water.
That's
They
what I'm
can't- they're
saying. They're shitting in the water.
Yeah, they're shitting in the
They're not
water.
sleeping in the water. They shit. That's their toilet.
But that's why their water is no good. They also have shitty water because even the drinking water is shitty water.
And that's understandable. I get that. But
So it's kind of both of y'all is kind of right. Like shit's fucking up their lives because they're shitting in their water. And to
Yeah.
Paul's point,
yeah.
they have shitty water though. That fucks up your life.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But I'm saying I don't think there's not one person in this whole entire world who's stupid enough to
there's
be
niggas,
like,
I bet there's niggas that do what Paul says. There's niggas that don't give a
There's
fuck.
niggas who eat their shit. You aware of that?
There are niggas that do that.
There are
though.
niggas that eat their own shit. Do you know that? As a meal. As in, nigga, I gotta keep it going because that's all I'm getting for the week. Niggas cutting up leather Versace shoes to eat them. And worse, I've watched the videos. Niggas literally cooking shit.
There is also a Japanese guy who eats shit too. He does it because he made a shit restaurant where because he had to eat shit one time. I don't remember exactly the story of why he had to eat shit, but he ate shit one time, and then he wanted other people to know how shit tasted and this texture. So he made a restaurant that it's not real shit, but it's food that tastes like and has the consistency of different types of shits.
I'm gonna be real ass some crazy shit, and
It's
I hope
real.
shit gets changed.
Right.
I hope we
When
have
you
a
realize
world-
how fucked up shit
I
is.
hope we have a world organizations that put everybody together under some
It's
whatever the
fucked up out
fuck
here.
that we can do so we can change this shit. Cause
You're not fucking with
I
it,
ain't
right?
fucking with that, my nigga.
Now he understand why
I ain't
niggas be
fucking with
tripping.
that,
You see what I'm
nigga.
saying?
You see why niggas is tripping.
This niggas out here eating shit like that.
Bro,
Yes.
this niggas out here rehydrating it to go ahead and then extract the shit juices, cuz. I'm not kidding.
I haven't seen that. But I do know in the Philippines. Have you heard of pag?
What?
Pag?
Is that shit?
No, it's trash. It's trash food meals.
You talking about when they turn plastic waste into rice?
No. It's the trash food meals where they go. So they go to like, let's say me.
Like a trash bin or whatever, and they just get a whole bunch of food, leftover food.
It's not
shit.
even really left over. It's like because
Eaten
they don't.
half,
It's not. It's not like
whatever,
dumpster diving. It's like either the food could be bad. Any food that niggas tossed out.
Yeah.
It could be half eaten.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but
yeah,
the food is definitely.
It's fucked up food, but that's what they're eating.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that shit exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
But niggas eating shit just to survive, like.
But you can't survive on shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even.
It just fucks you up.
But I just in my head I'm thinking if you can't survive off of shit. And us as people know you can't survive off of shit and it is life or death, I'd rather be a fucking cannibal.
That'll also kill you.
So guys, কিছু করার নেই.
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man. What the fuck?
She's eating cow dung. Okay. That's cow
Might be
dung.
some nutrients.
That's
in
still
it.
That's cow
shit.
dung. Yeah, it's shit,
It's
but it's
still
not.
shit.
But see, we were talking about a nigga eating his own shit and surviving. Ain't nobody doing that.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So
also,
so as humans,
who's eating cow shit and surviving?
that's what she's doing, and that's all props to her. She's living life
You're
lavishly.
not
under her.
surviving on cow
Hey, girl,
shit.
she's
You're not
doing-
surviving on
she's living.
shit in general.
That's what I'm saying.
She's living.
The point of shit is that it's gotten everything taken out of it and there's no longer has anything useful for a body.
As people, I think regardless or not of if you have modern science or whatever the fuck, I think after a while of you living, you understand the concept of there is waste that comes out of my body. It's probably something I shouldn't sleep around, lay around, or be really around. You feel me? Like,
But you realize niggas had to learn that.
Yeah.
my point.
But you know niggas had to learn that.
I understand that.
You know there was cavemen that was sleeping next to their own shit, not understanding why they got pink eye.
I understand that. That's why I said I don't think now in today's understanding of the world, regardless
But
if
you
there
act
is
like-
modern
you act like
technology
today-
or not,
you act like
it's been
today's-
so many years to where if niggas kept at caveman technology and they seen other niggas die of pink eye of being around their shit and being around dead carcasses
You
and
think that-
contracting
you-
disease,
you think that's-
I think they would know to
you
be
think-
like, let's move that shit over
You
there.
act like these things are supposed to, like, you act like every connection niggas make is obvious. Like,
It's
just,
like cow dung, my bad. It's not a nigga eating his own shit. They only eat cow dung or cow shit, but they're just still eating shit.
but I'm saying, you
Some countries are just weird.
do not know, you act like you say modern understanding, that there is no universal modern understanding of the world. One.
So you telling me
You're American,
so
dog.
you telling me if cavemans if there was a specific region where they didn't get no technology that we have and they just kept the understanding of the lay of the land, you telling me there would from the 15 millions of years this earth been around, niggas don't understand that shit is shit? That's
They
all I'm
might-
saying.
Some
That's
niggas
all I'm
might
saying.
not.
They might have a
Some
different
niggas
use
might
for
not.
it. I mean, you literally just saw a video of a clothes
Then
lady
I'm an
eating
idiot.
shit.
I have too much fucking hope for this world. I should probably die.
That doesn't make sense.
At
That
all.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that this world been alive for 15 million years
It's been billions, but it's okay.
and I'm only counting the portion. You feel me? I'm counting the portion.
I mean,
I'm only counting the portion where niggas
Statistically
live.
speaking, it just exists that there are people who live in ways that we don't understand, and
Right.
due to the fact that
I
they're
truly
people. There's 8
do
billion
not
people on this
believe
planet.
there's people on this planet unless they have like no offense, a retardation, like they're actually special in the mind. Like that's the only time I would think like, okay, he sleeps
But
next to his shit.
you know, even niggas that's like retarded / special in the mind also don't do shit like that because we teach them how to live life.
I
Yeah.
understand
But
that.
we teach them shit. But the shit you know, you gotta realize a lot of
It's
shit
been
you
taught,
learned.
and but that's what I'm saying. Even if niggas in a society where we don't have phones, we don't have weed, we don't have all this nice cool shit, I would think after so many years of niggas dying with pink eye and niggas dying next to shit, they would think, hey, maybe we should not sleep next to shit.
It
Except
wasn't
for that.
until
Except
they
for that.
understood microorganisms. were a
Exactly.
thing.
Germ theory took until 18. That's
1867.
Yes,
We just looked it
we
up.
just looked it up, nigga.
Niggas didn't even know there was stuff in it making them sick.
I don't think
Exactly.
you have to know.
Yes, you do.
So Native Americans sleep like Native
Obviously,
Americans.
they're not gonna sleep next to it because it probably stinks.
But that's what I'm saying. Native Americans didn't have this a lot of the shit that Europeans and shit had, but yet they were at least understanding of years of living off land to, hey, I shouldn't sleep next to my shit. There should be an area where I put my shit. There should be an area where we put dead animals. There should be an area where we do things. You feel me?
Yeah, it's
like,
an organization.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
every society has its own version of it.
And I don't think now, in this 2025 year, there is one society who still thinks that laying next to their shit isn't a problem.
But there are
Didn't
people
say it
in
wasn't.
society who think laying next to their shit is not a problem. Crackhead nigga right here. Perfect example.
Crackhead nigga right there knew not to sleep next to his shit. That's why he
And
shit
he's-
outside. And
No,
you
no,
So
you
you didn't hear about you don't know about the shit mound that was in the corner because they didn't have plumbing. You didn't know about that, right?
No, I was gonna say,
You don't know about that, right?
nigga, I talked to the nigga that fucking he told me all about it.
Nigga.
And the nigga
Cheney
was sleeping in there.
Cheney didn't have a restroom. He shot in a bucket and tossed it in a corner across
And he
on
was-
the other side of the shit.
And he was still sleeping in there though.
Not next to his shit though.
In the same room as
Close
your
enough,
shit. Are you
nigga.
serious?
Yeah, close enough. I'll take that. That's fine.
You're sleeping in the same room as your shit.
I'm sleeping in this corner, the shit corner over there.
That's too
shit,
close.
You know what's crazy about it? There's some niggas that live in that corner.
And that's what I find is crazy. I can't.
You can't win, no. You see what I'm saying?
that's
You clean a corner
crazy.
up, somebody else is coming and shit, man. Cause it's a clean corner with no shit, and that's what I've been looking for all day. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Nigga done win. I done win 2 or 3 shacks down looking for this corner right here.
That's fucked up.
Nigga wake up to a surprise.
I'm just saying, like, not everything works how you think it works because not
just fucked
everybody
up in certain
understands
places.
shit the ways you understand shit.
Certain
And I'm not saying that
societies can't afford
most
shit.
societies might have this understanding, but there still be individuals and situations where niggas is just fucking up.
Cause I mean, like, let's take it off of shit, right? Let's take it into a portion where it's like, all right, you would think North Korea knows they're fucked, right? All the people should revolt, but yet they listen to Kim Jong-un for some reason still. I know it's very hard to say no to a nigga that got a gun in your face, but then it's also like, damn, everybody's been going through this for like 30, 40 years. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You would think the whole
You would
country
think
would have
somebody
been
would
going
have,
through this.
would
nigga.
have a problem. You think somebody would have a problem.
Nah, the niggas was like, government said it's what it is. That's what you get, and that's all. We just so happen to have a government that allows a version of free thought.
I guess
Through
shit.
freedom of speech. Like, when you understand how this world works for real, like damn, freedom of speech is really crazy.
So we
right?
get freedom of speech. They get freedom of shit.
Maybe, nigga.
I don't
mean,
get freedom
shit.
of anything. What are you
At
talking
all,
about?
to be
I
real.
mean, you can shit in another nigga's corner. It's free. You can shit wherever you want.
Nah, because what if
Because you know
Kim
what's
Jong-un-
crazy? Right across the street is the most expensive building on the planet, and nigga definitely can't just hop the gate
And what
and
is
get
this
over there.
again? What is this most expensive building in the fucking world?
It's like
What
this.
dude-
It's like
what
this
dude is
100-story building where this multi-billionaire in India has his family. All like it's a multi-floor. It's like 100 stories. Goes straight up. It's got like different floors of different shit. It's got like quarters for his grandma, his family.
Is this the one, or are you talking about the Sultan-looking building? This one?
It's It's
This
the
one.
no. There's this like really tall. No, it's not $2 billion. It's the most. It's the most expensive. It's this one right here.
It's like a Taj Mahal-looking building, low key.
This. Let me see. It's
So
is it
he
even a
lives.
house?
So you're telling me he lives in the middle of some place?
It's a
No, he was
27
across
story.
from it.
Yeah,
And then he has a big ass, like, on some Trump border. No, you can't cross this motherfucker.
and he's got military outside protecting and shit.
Yeah. So them niggas, like, yeah, they got guns in their faces. Yeah, this is what it is.
And what is just because he has money and that's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's when you see that trickle down theory. When it's like the ones who have the most wealth, if it doesn't spread to the, if it's not a system that's forcing it to spread to the next ones, and like all the greed just gets kept at the top. And the smaller versions of that wealth getting spread around is like this nigga. Is it a private military or is it people from this nation?
it's the country's military.
So he just has the country's military working for him.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if he's
that's how the narco
Yeah, I'd
niggas
rather
be,
port
aren't
the
they?
gun, nigga, fuck it.
Yeah, that's like not even narco. That's how the cartel is.
That's what I mean, cartel.
Oh. Are cartel narcos?
Yeah, I mean most of the cartels are slanging narcotics.
No, okay. I
Yeah,
thought-
this is
whatever.
and this is the nigga who owns it.
So he owns that, and it's like right on the edge of some slum.
It's
right
the
next
worst.
door.
Yeah, it's right next
next
to the
door.
worst slum.
As in, like, he could wake up in the morning, look across the street, be like, look at them broke niggas, and then just go live his life. And I feel like that's part of the reason why he did that.
Low key.
On some, like, real, like, evil nigga shit. Like, look at them niggas over there struggling. BB, let me get the orange. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's how he's living. It's crazy. And he just,
You got personal chefs on like 3 different floors.
Just real
He-
fucked up.
At the top floor, he gets breakfast. Middle floor, he gets lunch. Bottom floor, he gets dinner, and then takes the elevator back up to go to sleep.
Like he descends through the
Yeah,
floors. That's throughout
throughout
his
the
day.
day, exactly,
Throughout
yeah.
his day, it's all like.
Because he wants to
I'm at the
experience
bottom
the
of the
whole
floor. I
outside.
got everything I done needed to do. Is that I
Yeah.
can turn up. I can maybe go outside for a little bit, breathe it, broke air, so I'm living rich, and then I go back inside. Yeah,
Nah, he
okay,
probably
I
walk
get it.
outside and walk back inside with his hydrogen freaking processors and shit, bro. Nigga be like,
Fucking
Carbon scrubbers.
top of the line air filters and shit like that. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
it's him with his bum ass wife. That bitch look ugly, bro. I don't know why these niggas be having ugly assholes.
Because she was down with them since day one.
What did he do to get this? He's just born rich?
He did rich nigga shit.
Mukesh Ambani. What was his claim to fame?
You know, he flipped some money into more money, then turned it into more money using money.
That's pretty much it.
All you gotta do,
what else
you know,
do you?
shit.
How else do you turn money into more money?
You just flip it around, put it in some investments mature, and then shit turns into money. You go
Yeah.
bang, back, boom,
Yeah.
money over money, turning money into money, and I got money bunnies on my money, baby.
So Mukesh Ambani made his money by becoming the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries, a multinational conglomerate that includes oil and gas and petrochemical.
Oh, so he
retail,
made his money the classic
and
way, oil and
telecommunication
gas.
businesses.
Oh, oil, gas, and telecom. Damn, that's a lot of money.
He inherited this company from his father,
Oh, so that's how he made his money. Inherited.
Dhirubhai Ambani, who founded it in 1966 as a textile manufacturer.
So his dad was the real G.
His dad was a real honest man. It was just a textile company, and then his son somehow turned it into oil business, oil, gas,
That's
and all that shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crude oil.
To turn a textile factory company business into a goddamn oil and telecommunications, I mean, that does take a little bit of work. But his dad really started off as a G, though.
He also owns a Mumbai Indians cricket team.
A Mumbai Indian cricket team?
Yeah. You know, the cricket, that's their national sport, cricket.
Yeah,
don't
they
like
fuck with
baseball.
cricket heavy.
Oh, really?
Cricket's their shit.
I might
It's
have
usually
to invest in
the
cricket
UK versus
India?
India. Is
Yeah.
like top cricket level shit.
Damn!
Yeah.
But also Pakistan versus
As of
India is like a huge
2024 of
rivalry.
October, Ambani has a net
I might
worth
have
of
to. I might have to play some cricket there, my nigga.
billion.
I might get picked up by the Indians. You feel me?
No, those
119
niggas is, bro. Listen, there are Indian cricket players with more followers than football players and soccer players.
Yes.
Yeah, like because India's deep. India's
India's
like
deep.
1 billion people, bro. So look, those niggas, you know, you see like a professional out here. Yo, cricket players, like, nigga, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Now we got football. You be like, damn, we them niggas. You go, oh, we got NBA, best team, you know, because it's some American shit. They got cricket, and like, nigga, this hard shit. And they got cricket players and cricket leagues and cricket college and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you think you might be able to just hop on the cricket team. I don't know, player. Them niggas really been playing cricket.
It's like saying you want to play baseball in Japan.
Yeah, or being like, nigga, I can go to Canada and play hockey right now.
Exactly. Type shit. You tripping.
Them Canadians going. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pow.
You wouldn't even be.
Sorry.
You wouldn't even be third on the last list. You feel me?
That's like me.
I get that one.
That's like me
You
going,
wouldn't even
hey,
be third on
nigga,
the last list.
That's like me trying. That's not even not even an NBA tryout, nigga. A G League tryout, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, nigga, I can't cross nobody.
Jesus.
The rim is out, dog. Let me see. Actually, let me show you how many followers does the most famous cricket player have. I think he has a fuck ton.
I mean, 1 billion niggas. That's 3 times the population of the United States.
To think there's niggas on Instagram doing shit like that though.
Yeah. You know he paid.
Yeah.
Big time, nigga.
Because when
Even if it is in rupees.
yeah. Yeah.
You know he paid.
Yeah. And can't he choose?
What's his numbers?
Can't you
270
choose?
million.
270 million? That's a
Can't you choose?
Goddamn.
Can't you choose what you
That's a
get
third
paid
of his
in?
own country.
Can't you choose what
Who
you
has
paid
the
in?
most? Who has the most followers on Instagram in general?
I think
want
it
to
depends
compare
on
that.
what country you're in.
Really?
Yeah, because if I'm in the United States, I get paid in dollars for anything I do here.
Nah, what I'm saying is
But
like
can
who has the most
can't
followers
I
in general?
like say it? But say if like
You have to move to like Canada if you want to get paid in Canadian money. It's about where your residence is and how you get paid, I'm pretty sure.
oh okay
Or where your company claims where they're from.
so if I'm like I reside in the UK or whatever and I put that
You know
as my
what's crazy?
business thing, then
You know
I would
what's
be
crazy?
getting paid in pounds.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? This nigga's not even on the list of top 10 niggas on Instagram though. So for some strange reason, you know it's manipulated, but Instagram has.
He's not even top 10 list. He got 270 million followers.
Instagram makes you follow him or something like that. I think Instagram for some reason.
No, they only do it in U.S. They're not doing it in all countries.
Oh yeah.
You do top 10 international Instagram accounts.
Who has the most followers on Instagram internationally?
Internationally, yeah. Because
Watch it be Gangnam Style.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo has it most internationally. Let's see.
Oh, because he's a soccer nigga. Soccer overlaps in
He's
too many
around the world.
countries.
650 million is
And
crazy.
then, but when you go back to it though, it goes right. It says Instagram has number one, but after Instagram, that's a fake number one. It'd be Ronaldo, and that's why Speed's so big, because he basically leached off Ronaldo, bro. Like,
Yeah, he did.
And then Ronaldo fans was fucking with it. So it was a good ass idea, because now that niggas turned it into WWE money. But
Bro, did you see when he went to Cuba or some shit? He
The
had the
fuck?
whole
Hey,
country on his
bro,
ass.
why does Selena
No.
Gomez have the fourth most followers, bro? Because look, okay, it's Ronaldo, Messi, Selena Gomez, then The Rock, Kylie Jenner, Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian. At least according to this, 6 days ago.
Ariana has 376 million followers. So still more than 250.
But damn, like, why the fuck is she so big, nigga?
Her music and she did acting.
I thought Taylor Swift was bigger.
Nah, Taylor Swift got more buzz, but that's manufactured.
Selena Gomez really got these. She really got the industry.
But Selena Gomez medium manufactured too, cause she a Disney chick.
But I'd still like, if you went and thought about it, you wouldn't be like, damn, Selena. Because I'll be hearing about people going to Taylor Swift concerts and how she got the Swifties. I've never heard of Selena Gomez getting to that level.
Right.
You know, so it might
But
be.
Instagram influence doesn't always mean that you're like, cause she might just be low key on Instagram killing it. You know what I mean? And just being like,
Posting crazy shit, yeah.
I'm putting all these posts on Instagram and people are fucking with it. And you show up to one of my concerts or whatever.
But she
some
getting that
shit I'm doing.
sponsorship brand money now.
But yeah, I got all
she
this.
chilling.
Yeah, like I got all this, like whatever.
Bitch said, I'm just going to post. That's all I got to do now. Like, I don't know why Ronaldo or Messi still play sports.
What do you mean? What?
Cause they can.
Top tier athletes. The fuck? That's all they care about. Fuck out of here.
If my brother could still be playing
600.
basketball, he would.
Yeah,
No,
the
no, I
fuck.
understand that. But like when it's about business,
Doesn't care about that, bro. His
He's-
passion is about football
His money's
and
already.
his family.
His money's so tied up already.
But that's why Messi. But it is about money, because like once you're out of your prime of your career, that's why I said currently why they still playing, because they're both damn near in their 40s. That's why Messi also
They're
came
not-
over to Miami.
What you
Yeah,
mean?
he left Barcelona and came over to Miami like about a year.
That's a huge bag, though.
Yeah, thank you. So it's about the sport,
It's
really?
not. It's not super about the
About
money.
legacy?
Look, it's about two things. I can still play, and if I'm gonna play, I'm gonna get the most I can get.
Thank you.
I can still play though. Is the bigger factor in it though? You know what I mean? Like these niggas, if they can play, they're
Yo, what's
gonna
going on,
play.
Tony?
So now they.
Yeah, they get Messi. You said who's the one that came here? Messi.
Messi? Yes, Miami? Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting paid in dollars because his team is paying him in dollars.
Shit, and then speaking of,
Because
like,
he has the residency of the U.S.
He moved here, and the company is a United States company, and they're paying him in dollars.
Oh.
that's
Wait,
what
who's he
agreed to.
paying
His
for?
contract, Miami.
He's playing for what?
Miami something. He's a part of the FCLS. How much did?
So now he's a part of the U.S. soccer league.
Soccer league,
Yeah.
yeah, not the European International or the Southern American, because there's an international league where they compete for like these the FIBA cups and stuff, like the FIBA league, and then there's a U.S.
FIFA?
league.
FIBA.
FIBA. There's
FIBA?
FIBA. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Football International something.
Wow. I thought it was a FIFA World Cup.
There is.
But FIFA, there's
They got
multiple
circuits.
soccer organizations.
Soccer
yeah.
soccer works like think of like you know how there's like a WBC championship. They're like, this champion who's united the belt. It's kind of how it is to a degree, because some of those teams still also stick together. Like and then
I thought
sometimes
there
they
was
do
only
like
two
cross
different.
league
I thought there was
things.
only two different things, which was club soccer and official club soccer. Official soccer.
No.
There's club soccer
Or
and then something
international.
else.
Club international.
I don't.
But I forget like
I don't follow that
there's
deep.
even like Pee Wee teams in U.S. and like all of them are different in every state, so it's like basically the same thing.
Then he got what? He got guaranteed 20 M's.
Who?
Messi. He go to Miami.
Oh shit.
Including endorsements, he's making 50 to 60 mil annually. Damn.
That's a bag.
You said why is he still playing?
Yeah, that's why he's playing.
Endorsements.
Yeah, shit.
Cause he can, and cause he can.
Yeah.
Nigga, he said, I'll play for 50 million a year. Nigga, y'all can get me.
Yeah, until y'all say I suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
until
say I
y'all
was
start
trash?
saying, hey, it doesn't look good for us. He's
Yeah,
like,
my
all right, I'm
legacy.
just gonna cash out.
I'll ride the
That's what
bench
happened.
for a few
That's
more
what
years,
happened
make 10
internationally.
million.
Internationally, he was like, my legacy's done. I'm not trying to injure myself. I can finish out.
You
Like,
said I
it's
can body these niggas in U.S.
Yeah,
Easy.
that's what's crazy about it. That it's like niggas retire So niggas were tying
That's the same thing they did with, was it Beckham? They did that
Yeah.
with Beckham back in the day where he's
Yeah.
like,
Soccer retirement leagues are-
he kind of retired. He went to over here to
But
a
he's
U.S.
Beckham.
club. He came up to a U.S. club. It's like, oh, Beckham was over here killing niggas in the U.S. because U.S.
Casually.
soccer is weak. He
Weak as
old or
fuck.
whatever, bodying niggas. But like he always looked good.
Casually putting up points, yeah. And that's what I was gonna say too. It's like, nigga, the retirement league for soccer is America, bro.
It's America,
It's
yeah.
America. Niggas
That's
come
it,
over
yeah.
here when they're done
When
playing.
they're done playing,
They're
when
like-
they're done playing
it's like-
serious,
yeah.
they retire to the U.S. because they want to raise the standing of soccer in the U.S. anyway. So every time one of these greats falls off, not even falls off, they do it just before they really can fall off on their league shit. They still got their name. They come here and go, I'm about to write out my name here. I'm
Yup.
always going to look like I'm still putting up points because these niggas is weak.
And then Americans love them because we're like,
Yeah, American soccer fans are like, now we getting real soccer. We got legends coming, baby.
to Europe to watch them play. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
type shit. When we're really just watching the nigga on the backswing still look dope because all our niggas is weak.
Yeah.
Niggas getting
Yeah,
Cross.
done up.
Done up. Golazo! Yeah, that's all you hear.
we don't say that here.
We say golazo.
We
Yeah, we
say
do.
gold.
No, we say Golazo.
We say golazo.
We say Golazo.
We got Messi.
Yeah,
So-
we got Messi now.
No. I'm talking about.
We got
I'm talking
Mexicans.
I'm talking about
Oh,
America.
I thought you said Messi.
I know,
when
yeah,
America
Messi.
competes, we say a goal.
No, because we really
Nah,
got
it's
Messi.
been-
Mexico says
Golazo.
golazo.
No, but
It's
we say
been
golazo.
It's been Golazo.
When did the last time a commentator said golazo for an American commentation?
Nah, we're not saying about them. We're talking about
What's that?
for
What's that
us.
drink? What's that drink that you only get in Spanish? What's that thing that you only order in Spanish, but in like
Champorado?
nah, cilantro.
Cilantro.
We say cilantro, right?
Mm.
But in reality, it's coriander.
Yeah,
It ain't like.
but it's cilantro.
But it's cilantro. So the same thing. It's Golazo.
It's
I'm
golazo.
saying
It's
Exactly.
Golazo.
Golazo. Ain't no go.
I say gold.
You're saying coriander from now on?
From
Yeah.
now on.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm gonna go to Latinos and be like, yeah, can I get some coriander on there too?
Wow, you tripping? That's really an insult.
Yeah, I know.
You know me.
You're like, can I get some coriander? They're gonna look at get coriander.
Yes, coriander.
No sé.
That's gonna be hilarious. Let him do some shit like that. That'd be crazy.
And then we have to walk up and be like, cilantro. Oh, cilantro. Yeah.
Yeah,
They give you all the cilantro.
Hey,
You know
you
we
got
talking-
coriander? And be like,
Yeah,
He's gonna
Sprinkle.
flick that shit at you.
yeah, flick it at your face.
Yeah, just want to just disperse in the air.
good thing it tastes
Hopefully-
like soap now.
Hopefully it lands on your plate.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. We've been going for like an hour 21.
Cool little set.
We're gonna fucking shut it down. I gotta post these. I haven't posted a couple, but I'll post them.
Gang,
I gotta
gang.
edit the other ones. Anyway, that's been Metallica 206, CJ Bangers, and wavyp.
Coriander. Have a good night.
Yep, cilantro. We out.